right. Hey guys, my name's Travis, and this is Travis Does Kayak Fishing. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'm in the garage. If it's kind of echoey, I'm sorry. I'm gonna try and whisper and just get close, and I can hear planes too. But I want to talk to you real fast about the one lure that I didn't even know about until I got into competitive fishing. In my couple years of recreational fishing, I probably heard the name, but I didn't understand it. It wasn't until I started going to the check-ins, the meetups, whatever you want to call them, the weigh-ins for these kayak tournaments, that I started listening to what these other anglers were going out there and coming back and winning money on. Every tournament, until the forward-facing sonar got really big. Now it kind of changes some, but still, guys that win plaques go out there and they win them fishing the Shaky Head. It is such a stupid, simple concept. You can fish this. No matter what your skill level, this is a lure that you can fish. The important thing to know is the colors, right? There's two colors you need that are going to work on every lake, and these colors you're going to find they hold true across the entire bass spectrum. Like a June bug, I don't care if you have flake or not, this is a June bug with red flake. It's a very good looking color in dark and heavy stain water. I like this. Even light stain, this can be really good on. If it's a dark day, there's a lot of overcast, I like to go that darker color so it stands out a little more. And the other one, green pumpkin. And this is as basic green pumpkin as you can get, gentlemen. This is green pumpkin through and through. That means it's that green color with a black flake. If you're curious about bass colors and you're new, because my target audience is my skill level or less, this is green pumpkin. It's that dark green, that natural brown-ish green, and it's got a little black flake. Now you can get in to where you've got that with flakes in it. Like that's more of a watermelon green, but you see there's flakes. But in reality, the green pumpkin and a June bug, that's all you need, just like with any other lure. You need this for clear to light stained and even medium stain. The green pumpkin will work, it'll catch you a lot. Anything beyond that, you just want to go with the June bug. All the other colors and styles, they're kind of inconsequential, except for maybe like a chartreuse, like that motor oil chartreuse. I love that one. But let's keep it simple. Two colors, green pumpkin, June bug. The worms, these are standard trick worms. You'll notice they're just worm, and then they kind of round out and taper at the end. That is a trick worm. Now this is a BizBaits Dizzy Diamond. It has that paddle on the back, which I like and a lot of guys like. If they have this in stock in colors I like, I'll pick it up. This is just a green pumpkin. Bass love the Dizzy Diamond tail. So we've got a trick worm tail. We've got the Dizzy Diamond. Let's see, we've got a Z-Man, which is kind of a trick worm style. But something about the Z-Man is the materials inside of them, they make it float. So this Elastic, like if you're just sitting on the bottom and you're going real slow fishing, I mean real slow, the fish are very finicky, I like to have the Z-Man on because he'll float up. Color-wise, look for green pumpkin or that June bug, right? Depending on what you need. This is purple smoke, it's a little fancy. But once you get comfortable with catching fish on the Shaky Head, branch out and see what colors you like to play with. Because in reality, we're all looking for variation of a green pumpkin or June bug offset. This one is just a finesse worm. He's like a miniature trick worm, but they just call him finesse. I like to go with him on those lakes where the forage is real small. If they're not seeing very long worms or fish, you know, nothing really skinny and long, go with that short and skinny, and that can help you sometimes. So go smaller on the Shaky Head weight that we'll talk about here in a second. I use these Neko worms. They're from Jackal. A lot of people just use these because the egg sac is higher, so they'll just use those for the Neko rig. But as far as a Shaky Head goes, man, don't tell anybody, but this one works. You know what I mean? The two major styles I want to tell you about are like this rounded style. It's more of like a football style, right? You're curved on it and it's kind of oval shaped. There is a more traditional football looking one too, by the way. And then you have this flat bottom. I don't like the flat bottom. Even when I'm going deep, I stay away from that. I don't like how it drags. I don't think it stands up like they say it's supposed to. And these are generally so heavy, my Z-Man can't even stand it up on its own. But these round bottoms with all this junk on them, sorry, that's not very hygienic. These work great. Green pumpkin, black, chrome, Any of those colors will work. I try and match what I'm throwing. Like if I was throwing a June bug, I'm probably gonna throw something darker like a black. If I'm throwing a green pumpkin, I'm gonna try and get a green pumpkin. And if I'm kind of neutral and I don't have a lot, I'll just throw that worn in chrome look, and that works just fine. As far as what you're trying to rig, as far as rigging it up goes, I'm gonna use this Barbie worm here, the pink. All you wanna do is put it on the twist lock and screw it around. This is a Lanier Baits. I'll have some 407s the next time I do a video like this. I just don't have any right now. Thank you 407 for the sponsorship while I do this, by the way. And I'm gonna take this flat end, because every one of these worms has a rounded end and then that flat side to it. That probably doesn't show up too well, I hope it does. But that flat side, we're gonna pull up, and normally it's right at like the start of where the egg sac is on these. Normally that's how your shaky heads are designed. So I'm just gonna assume that and go through. That was almost perfect. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's a shaky head rig. Now, the retrieve, oh man, the retrieve is so easy. You throw it out there. You can skip it. Try and stay close to the water. The less noise you make with this, the better off you are. So size-wise, 3/32 of an ounce, my absolute favorite to throw right now. Very quiet, very stealthy. If it's raining and there's noise or just a lot of traffic in general, who cares? A lot of stuff falling from the trees. I'll go with 1/4 ounce to even 3/8 of an ounce, depending on how deep I want to go. If I'm going 20 foot or deeper, I want 3/8. If I'm going up to, that 10-foot range, I'm normally looking around 1/4 ounce. If I'm going more shallow than that, I want to try and get by with that 3/32. I want to let it hit the bottom, let my line go slack, and then I just want to wiggle it up some, kind of as if you were dragging a worm, but you want to drag a little, very slow, and as you're feeling stuff, you just barely want to wiggle, and wait in between the wiggles, because what you think is happening is this guy's just barely moving and twitching and twitching. What's really happening though is you're raising that rod tip and then shooting back down. So you want to take your time, let him come up, fall, come up, fall. You're really doing more of a jump if you get this tactic right. And when you feel resistance, you're shaking the worm. So if he's up against a rock, it looks like he's trying to get in there. Bass come up, bass suck him up. That's how he works. You set the hook. It's considered a finesse rig, but I like a medium to medium heavy rod with him. I don't like straight heavy, but medium to medium heavy. That works great with the shaky head. Line wise, I like 8 to 10 pounds. Some guys are gonna tell you 12, 15, whatever. The lightest you can get by with, the better you are. I like to go 10 pound on average. I like to do it with the drag set appropriately. So if I get, a 6 pound fish, he can peel off the line. Set your drag appropriately, you'll do just fine with a shaky head on lighter line. You'll feel the bites better, it'll be more responsive. You're gonna love this. I wish out of all the lures I fished today, this was the one I got started with out of the gate, because I feel like I would have caught bigger fish much faster, much more frequently. And on the struggle days when it's really hot and sunny out, man, you cannot beat skipping this guy around dock posts and getting him to the very back and working out, or skipping him under floating docks, letting him sink down and work him underneath there where the heat's at. That's it, guys. That's the lure I wish I knew. I'll put up some links to videos that I have on my channel to where I really use this a lot. So if you're curious how it actually works in reality, I'll do cast to catch. And hopefully this will show you how to get started with the shaky head from not exactly an expert, but somebody comfortable enough to share what he knows with you. So thanks, guys. Y'all have a good one. YouTube thinks to like the video on the right. Over here's a shaky head playlist I made just for you. If you don't mind, give me a like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff if you enjoyed what you saw, or dislike. I like that too. Thanks, guys. Bye.